It's cute. I like being a cracker.
No, it's comical. Yeah. It reminds me, is lunch coming up? Who mentioned cracker? I'm hungry. Yeah. Someone get some cheese. Yeah, we have nothing. You guys should really, and here's the whole thing. We're on the same page. You guys made a mistake by unifying and saying we'll not be able to use the C word, or it's very offensive to use the N word. We're not that dumb.
Right.
We will never cop to it. There may be words that we don't like. We're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
We just laugh it off. It's part of the big meeting white guys have every year. We're going to be having it down at the Sportsman's Lodge in Studio City this year. With the big white guys meeting.
I was talking to a black friend of mine who I like to get mad by explaining to him how great it is to be white. It's just so great.
It is awesome. You guys
do whatever you want.
You black guys should try it sometime.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's awful that there's racism in the country, but it's mostly a problem for black people. For me, it's zero problem. It doesn't actually affect my life. It makes me sad, but only when I reflect about it, thinking about it. But I don't. Nobody bothers me. I'm white. The whole country's set up for me.
And plus, you're ultra white.
I'm very
You're
white.
opaque.
I'm very
you
white.
have red hair.
Yeah. I don't even, when I go to the airport, I don't even have to walk through the metal detector.
Oh, that white?
I'm that white. Wow. Like, go around. You're fine. But I actually was making my black friend very angry by telling him that we get to opt in or out every year, too. That we get new incentive packages to stay white.
Oh.
like, if we're going to Iraq, we got a lot of good stuff going on. And yeah, all right, I'll
stay white?
I'll stay white.
I'm going to stay white for this next break. Louis C.K. is going to hang with us. And I want to know what it's like, because you got started with Chris Rock on his show. I always hear he's a great guy, but I've never actually sat down with him. So a little of that. Also, some calls we have for you, Louis. Okay. And all that after this.
It's the Adam Carolla Show. Call Adam Carolla now. 866-901-ADAM.
Yeah, you should do that. Louis C.K. is here.
Sorry.
It's a wonderful comedian, Louis
Funny
C.K.
guy.
Lucky Louie coming to HBO starting Sundays in June. Also going to be at the Improv here in Hollywood. The real Improv tonight and tomorrow night as well. So you started as a writer, producer on Chris Rock?
Well, I was a comedian since I was about 17, but my first TV job was writing for Conan, and then I wrote for Chris Rock a little after that.
I resent people who knew what they wanted to do early in life. I hate that guy. I always knew I wanted to be a veterinarian.
You know, it's not that I knew what I wanted to do. It was the other way. I had
you knew what you didn't want to do.
I had no other thing I could do. I mean, I actually fixed cars for a while, yeah, and I tried other stuff, and I flunked out of school. I didn't have a good...
All right. Okay, so as long as you were miserable and bad at other stuff.
No, I defaulted to stand-up.
Okay, then we're cool.
Yeah.
We're cool. So
I wasn't funny for the first 10 years I did stand-up.
Oh, now even better.
Yeah. I bombed all the time. I did.
Good.
Yeah.
Wow. I love failure.
Doing it.
The only thing I love more than failures are guys who beat themselves up more than they actually should about their failures.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that about comics, because comics have so much angst and self-loathing that when you sit around and talk to them, they're like, I suck, I'm horrible, I don't even know why I'm alive. I'll be doing a 2-hour set over in Irvine tonight where I stand on stage in front of 300 people and tell them about what I think for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, which one are you?
Yeah.
You should be one or the other, right?
Failure is a great part of comedy. It's part of why I love it, because going in front of a crowd and doing jokes and killing for an hour, there's satisfaction in that, but there's no great experience in that. Like going on a show, I did a show here in Hollywood at the Improv. They have a show called Mo Better Mondays, which is a black comedy show.
Do you explain your concepts on the black culture and community?
Well, actually no, but I did a show on Sundays at the Laugh Factory. They have chocolate Sundays, and that's all black, and I killed. They loved me there, and so I figured, hey, I'll do the other one too, because all black people are the same.
Sure,
a different kind of prejudice.
Well,
I didn't realize I was
once you pulled 5 of them,
Yeah, you
much.
figure, hey, if I'm funny to these black guys, the ones down on the other, they'll like me too.
They're like penguins. How many do you really need to study?
Right, that's what I was thinking. But then Mo Better Mondays is a whole other culture, because they got the metal detector they bring in, and it's yeah,
it's the Apollo.
So they hated me. They hated me so much. Good. It wasn't even that they didn't like my jokes. It was I would do a joke and it would end, and there would be silence. And then when I moved on to the next joke, they'd murmur like, "That was the whole joke. That was it." Like, they wouldn't know till I started number 2 that number 1 was over. That's how disconnected I was from them. Anyway, I went down real hard. I did like 5 minutes, and they booed me off the stage. And I sat in my car afterwards, just bathed in sweat, like just trying to breathe normally. Like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
That was awful. And I'll never forget that moment. I've had thousands of shows where I've killed. I don't remember them.
Right.
I'll never forget sitting in my car after Mobetta Mondays just going, oh, my God.
Good.
That was brutal. They hate.
Yeah. Well,
and that's great. I love that.
That's how it works. It's like this. The ratio. That's why you should never leave your house. It's, I tell that to Damashek. He punches his name into the computer. There's 10 people that say they love his sports, and then one of them that says he sucks, and he focuses on that one person.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's actually 2 or 3 people that say they like the sports. But the point is,
no one has yet to write and say they love
maybe no one likes the sports. But the point is, he still focuses on the negative.
His mom's typing in his aliases saying that.
Right. Don't bother. It'll kill you. All right, let's so Chris Rock. Yes. How did that happen?
Well, we were doing stand up at the same time in New York, and came up relatively around the same time in New York. And when he got his own show, he called me and asked me to work on it. I'd made some films and stuff, and written for Conan, and I did well there. So he called me and asked me to work for him. So I just started working with him.
I always heard that was a great environment.
It was awesome.
That he was great, and that it was easy, and that it wasn't all... people don't realize, ironically, that comedians can be some of the most uptight a-holes on the planet.
The worst kind of person on earth, I think, is a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, it even transcends just being an a-hole. It's the worst human being.
Oh.
I mean, just picture working for Jerry Lewis or something.
Yeah, no.
I mean, just picture working for, Johnny Carson and Jerry Lewis and all these a-holes. Just imagine that. You know what I mean? Awful. And so, ironically, a place that you'd think would be like, it'd be like Willy Wonka's factory. Oh, there's going to be comedy, big troughs of comedy to bathe in. Turns out, vitriolic, horrible, hate-filled, whatever. Yeah. But Chris Rock, not that way.
No, Chris was great because he used to say, hey, I've got this opportunity, let's all take advantage of it. Like, he wasn't like, you work for me. Right. He was like, we're all funny, let's all do our comedy and I just happen to be the one who goes and sells it.
That's how I was at the Man Show, if you replace that with, hey, schmuck, get me some coffee.
Right. Yeah.
Mach Schnell. Yeah. But other than that, it was the exact same sentiment.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's play a little hypothetical question with Louis C.K. These are questions that there's no right or wrong answer.
Sure.
This is a hypothetical car ride across the country. One of 2 guys or gals sitting in the passenger seat while you drive. You tell us, who would you rather travel with?
Okay.
All right.
Where am I going?
We're going to New York.
From here?
Well, not from the studio, but from the Los Angeles area.
Okay.
I don't know.
3,000 miles.
3,000 miles, anyway, you slice it, yeah. All right. This guy, the motivational speaker, the guy travels from college to college and town to town, really trying to help people out with his speaking, or the person who claims they don't watch TV.
I guess I would take the motivational speaker.
I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Was that wrong? I thought you said there were no right or wrong.
Well, usually there isn't, but that one was so egregious that we had to beep it. Yeah. Now, the motivational speaker is going to talk your ear off.
Yeah, and that's good.
And you're going to realize that you're actually better at his job than he is somewhere around Barstow. Yeah.
Well, I've driven across the country a bunch of times, and here's where I've learned to be with guys like that. When you're working at a comedy club and you get picked up at the airport by the young person that works there.
Yes.
And you just got off a plane and you just want to go to the hotel room and masturbate. And they want you to talk about yourself and ask.
Yeah.
So I just go, so where are you from?
Right.
And then they run their stupid mouth. Yeah. And I shut down.
What is it about going to hotel rooms that doubles your masturbation productivity?
It's instantly.
I think about that when I spread out on the comforter. I think, look, if I'm doing double time here, imagine what the last sap was doing.
No, when the bellman puts his...
Use it like a cigar uses an ashtray.
No.
Okay.
I use his hand.
Why are you putting your hand out? Wait, when I see that hamburger, the hamburger helper
against the plasma screen.
We keep getting... All right. I don't know what
hands. That's all the sex I know anymore. I'm a married man. My hand is it. That's it. That's all there is. Not even her hand anymore.
Oh, really? Off to your own. All right, let's keep pushing forward here. Let's see.
Making you uncomfortable.
All right. Sorry. Yes, I am very uncomfortable with talk of masturbation. Here's the guy at the gym who takes the sweatshirt and cuts the elastic out of the collar.